One really effective way to search CINAHL is to use the CINAHL subject headings to build a search. Instead of just typing in terms into our search bars, we can look to find the terms that CINAHL uses to describe what articles are about. This is essentially a dictionary of words that have been discussed and approved by CINAHL to describe the content of articles. To do so, I click the CINAHL subject headings button on the top blue tab. Then I'm going to ask a question of CINAHL about the use of pre-exposure prophylaxis in women. So I'm going to search the term for PrEP and see what comes up. Now, this got us a little bit askew. It only offers us bowel preparation, which is not what we're looking for, but we can click Browse Additional Terms and do a different search. I'm going to jump to pre-exposure prophylaxis instead, see what it gives me. This looks a little bit better. It gives me a list of what it thinks I might mean. This top one looks like it might be right. Now, in order to look at this one, I click the little speech icon on the right-hand side. It's called a scope note. And this is somewhere between a dictionary definition and also just guidance on how to use the term. Now, this describes it as a disease prevention strategy involving treating patients that are at risk for a particular disease but are not known to have been exposed to or infected by it. Great, I can use that. I can also click the term to see where it falls in the hierarchy of these terms. They're arranged kind of like a family tree. I can click it, and it's the same term regardless of which hierarchy it falls within. And you can see that there are lots of subheadings offered. These are terms that can be used to modify this one. I usually don't use these unless I'm overwhelmed by the number of results that I'm getting or they're a little bit off base. In order to search for another term, I could go back to Term List and then scroll down to click Browse Additional Terms. From here, I might look for the term women, lots of different varieties of women. I could click that to see where it falls within the hierarchy of terms. Here it is again. There are lots of different terms in this area. I can still click that scope note, and this uses it for human females. I can click women there and see that now it's populated in my search database box here. It's combining them with or, and I could switch that to and if I'd like both of those terms to appear in every search result. Now I can search the database and see what I find. I get 102 results. And I could limit that based on the limiters on the left-hand side. That's one easy way to do it. CINAHL also has the option to limit by gender. So this is one way to do it if I wanted to go this route rather than using it as a keyword. I can also limit by age, and I can take a look at the subject as well. Now, if I wanted to add additional terms, I could do that. I can mix and match a subject heading search with a keyword search. So, for example, I might say, and HIV, and do that search. Now I'm down to 99 results, so it looks like most of them still used the term HIV as well. And I could add as many or as few keywords as I want. I could even say that I want to search the subject heading field for pre-exposure prophylaxis or just the keyword of PrEP and see what happens. I increased the number a little bit because that expanded my options. So some subject areas will be well represented by the CINAHL subject headings. Some of them will be less well represented. So I recommend playing around with mixing and matching the subject headings with keywords to see which technique works best for your subject.